Well, it would appear that Joe Rogan has bent the knee, at least temporarily, and Spotify has pounced onto that, removing about 113 episodes today, and seemingly more every hour get removed. They must have just opened the floodgates on every problematic thing or episode that's ever existed. Now 113 episodes of the Joe Rogan Experience have been memory hold. I am very disappointed by like today's news and all the things I'm going to talk about, but I don't necessarily blame Joe Rogan. He is only human. He is only one man. And where are all the people whose careers he literally created today? Nowhere. They're all deathly afraid. Where are all his friends? Where are all the people that he turned into millionaires because of his podcast? Where are all the people that he platformed over the years when no one else would? It's crickets out there, and it's absolutely abhorrent. I'm going to get into the full story after a quick word from this video's sponsor. Huge shout out to this video's sponsor. That's right, Sheath. These boxers are designed to keep your balls off your legs. Sheath has 3 individual compartments to keep everything down there separate and cool and comfortable. And hey, since they've been a long-time sponsor, I've heard from many of you who have tried out Sheath and really love it. They were invented by a U.S. Army soldier who came up with the idea for Sheath during his second tour in Iraq, where it was hot as heck and his boys needed to breathe. And on top of all sorts of awesome designs for Sheath, they've added all sorts of winter items, hoodies, gator necks, and all sorts of base layers. Head on over to the link in the description and pin comment down below. Use my promo code to save and support the channel and keep everything nice, cool, and dry. Now, I want to start with the episode deletion. A lot of people are mad at him for this apology video. I'm not. Essentially, the TLDR is about a dozen times in his entire life, he used the N-word as a how do I say it? In context. So-and-so said the word, or she called him the word, or, hey, why is this word like that? Not one example in this entire montage was him calling somebody, like using it as a derogatory term. There was also a second video clip that he apologized for, in which he talks about seeing the movie Planet of the Apes in like an all-black neighborhood, and he made some flippant remark about, you know, hey, we're in Planet of the Apes now. He provided extra context to it, but it is still a little, you know, like, you know, I don't believe Joe Rogan is racist, not in the slightest. I think maybe he was just trying to, you know, be funny, crack a joke. And in this video, he genuinely seems like he feels so bad. And, you know, Joe's got plenty of money, okay, and a lot of people won't feel bad for him because of that. Wow, look at the color correction. It's crazy. Like, the monitor I'm looking at, he looks normal, but on the screen where you're seeing him, he's like white as a ghost. Wonder why that is. Maybe somebody technical can tell me. So on my monitor, he looks like a normal human being, but when I'm recording in, he looks like he's Uncle Fester. You know, if you look at the comments, you know, obviously a lot of people backing him here. Joe Rogan doesn't really do Twitter, but I want to play a clip of Joe offer Joe some advice to Joe from Joe. All right, it's like a 10-second clip, but it's I think it's important.
And you made a really good point. You said the thing is, if you censor yourself just 1%, you say, I'll just censor myself 1%. That's what they want. I'm going to make them happy. And then they're just going to keep moving it. They're just going to keep moving it forward, moving the goalposts, and providing you with more money and giving you more things, but keep moving it in a certain direction. And if you keep giving into it, they're going to have a hold of you, and they can control you.
Isn't that particularly poignant? I don't know which podcast this was with Alex, but I mean, he's only done 2 or 3, I think, and this looks like maybe not the newest one, but the second to last one. I know there are a lot of people out there that are like, you know, Joe Rogan is lost. I don't believe that. I believe that he still is a force for good and that we have to give him like a chance. He hasn't responded at all about these deleted episodes. This article here, Spotify deletes 100 Joe Rogan Experience episodes, and it might not be done. Spotify has been removing JRE episodes since Friday. As of this writing, it's pulled on a total of 113. When Gizmodo noticed that some of the podcast episodes could no longer be found, only 70 had disappeared. Now, based on the website dedicated to monitoring which of the show's episodes aren't available on the service, an additional 40 have been removed. The episodes don't seem to be connected to anything with the coof surrounding the show and the service right now. We already know several artists. Spotify doesn't seem to be deleting episodes in order either, though the newest one in the bunch is 1458 with actor Chris D'Elia, and we know why they deleted that. Wasn't found guilty of anything, just accusations. It's also unclear what policies the episodes even broke to warrant to be deleted. Spotify Global Head of Communications Dusty Jenkins reportedly told employees on Slack before that a team reviewed multiple controversial JRE episodes and found that they did not meet the threshold for removal. Jenkins also said that what Spotify hasn't done is share its policies externally, according to the report by The Verge, which also posted a copy of the service's pretty narrow COOF guidelines. As of 12:05 this morning, we know JREmissing.com here, 113 episodes missing on Spotify. Chris D'Elia, they removed Alex Jones. They removed Gad Sad, Mike Ward, Michael Malice, Kyle Kalinske, Theo Vaughn, Tom Segura, Owen Benjamin, Ari Shafir, Michael Malice again, Theo Vaughn, Pete Holmes, TJ Kirk. Not every one of these people is like controversial. Bert Kreischer, Dan Savage, 113 episodes. Ari Shafir, another controversial comic. Lots of Ari episodes. Where are all these people now? Joey Diaz. Are they going to speak out, or have they been fed so much? Bill Burr just removed a Bill Burr episode. Alex Jones, Bill Burr. These are people with huge platforms. It's absolutely shocking. Now, in terms of his N-word apology, a lot of people are pissed. I'm not. Oh, okay, so he looks normal here. It was just like that one particular screen it looks like. Oh, when I start to play it. Oh, I figured it out. When I start to play it, it like changes here on the screen when I'm recording it. But so he talks about, hey, I use this term, like the dictionary definition of this term, and he apologizes for that. Fine. Okay. Times have changed. Some of these episodes that people were posting were 13, 14, 15 years ago. I don't have any problem with him saying like, you know what? I thought it was fine to say, hey, they say this word that we can't say, and then saying it like, you know what I mean? Like he wasn't using it in a derogatory manner. Hey, I thought this would be okay. Turns out, 15 years has come across, and I guess it's no longer, people have changed their opinion on it, and like white people just aren't allowed to ever say this word, which it's not a hill I want to die on, but if I feel so stupid to continue to give even more power to this word. But obviously this may shock you. I'm not black. So, it's like one of those things where it's like, I don't want to go too hard on it because I don't literally have any skin in the game, so to speak, and also literally. But, it's like one of those words where it's like, okay, I don't need to say it. I have never in my 38 years in my life ever said that term in regards to like a black person. I am sure I've said the word. I'm sure I've said it in jokes or something like that when I was young and didn't know any better. But like Joe Rogan wasn't calling anybody that. He wasn't like angry at a black person and dropping the word. He was just saying, hey, she called him this. She said that. He said this. he shouldn't have had to apologize for it, but it's fine. The other thing with the Planet of the Apes thing,
Wasn't trying to be.
that is spicy. He has more context to it, so it softens it a little bit. But again, you knew they were going to get him for this. The racism stuff is just, between this and the coof. I said it actually this morning before I even knew this was happening in a podcast that I visited. Spotify's gonna bend the knee. Absolutely. And then, like ultimately, I'm not willing to say like we're taking an L here, but I'm hoping that Joe does, now that they're removing this many 100 plus episodes, including some that don't even seem controversial, like Joe had better bring this up. Like, he's allowed to apologize for saying the N-word if that's what, if he feels like he should. But like, and I'm not going to call him like a cuck for that or something, but this removing another 70 episodes, like, bro, this was not in the cards. This wasn't supposed to be how it was when you went to Spotify, people losing 113 episodes already and counting. It's insanity. And I imagine there'll be even more as the weekend goes on. It's nuts. Joe, I know you don't know who I am or care probably, but I mean, you have my sword. Let me know how I can help. I'll host all these episodes and you can copyright claim all of them. Put them up on YouTube. If Spotify says they don't want them, at least give them to YouTube. Stay strong, Joe. They're grinding you down, and it's a lot for any one man to bear. And I hope that you can refocus, realign your chi, and get back into the fight on Monday. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.